And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. Down the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's a 2nd and 8. McCarthy operating from the gun. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. And look at this defense for the Vikings. Yeah, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going to try and throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. They'll look to throw again. Able to find his man, Kraft. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right. And the ball got knocked free.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. In motion right is Addison. Now McCarthy. And that's caught inside the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Touchdown, Vikings! Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Elijah Higgins from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? That is caught. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can't stop us.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 118 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. We'll bring this to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. first down. Lloyd. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now back to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, 61 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cuts their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In motion right is Addison. To the air with McCarthy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's McCarthy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36.
138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
They'll run with Hall.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back to throw again. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
On play action, McCarthy.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Fights loose. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now they send a man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to throw here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. This is caught by Addison.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Fans usually love to see scoring.